Okay, we're live. Welcome, fellow Beastians. Here's your one and only gaming beast, and we're continuing the last Volley of War with the 8th session. And Jue is not here at the moment, but he'll be back really soon, though he'll be busy with something, exploring in the back somewhere, doing something. Okay, so last time you were in this area, and you fought off a roper and a bunch of piercers. These literally these living stalagmites and well, the stalagmite is the one that comes out of the ground, right? The stalactite is from the air, yeah. So anyway, you have healed up. Also remove a food item that you have, of some sort. It took you at least a day to heal up and everything. And yeah. In the north is the opening cave exit that leads into the Myconid area, and in the south there's another opening. You can see the ones that have infravision can see it goes to a area to the left and an area to the right, like two caves. It splits, it forks into two smaller tunnels, natural cave tunnels. So.
Aaron would be trying to recall in his mind that visage of the snake that he saw, in which tunnel or area it went, and to remind the party up on it, so we can collaborate and see if we want to go that way or stay away from it.
Okay. You remember quite vividly, with your sharp eyes, seeing the white UNT, which you're guessing that's what it is. That's what it looked like. It ran to the left.
You're suggesting we should actually go in after that thing, but if it knows we're following it, because it traps and didn't they have spells? The ones we met in the temple cast all sorts of spells at us, and they could be laying. They had illusions. No, that was the bone naga thing. But I don't like the idea of it being out there and waiting to attack us while we're sleeping, cutting our throats in the night. So yeah, we should probably hunt it down. You go first. I'll go and follow Ruby and stuff. Yeah.
But Aaron will say, but you brought up a very good point. They have, they did cast spells and such, and but we got a great mage in you. So
we do.
Maybe you can
turn around, look behind me,
protect us from all that wild magic.
I'm not so much for the deflecting magic. I'm more of the setting fire to things from a distance, safely, preferably from behind someone with a shield. I'm not very good at actually countering it. I was ill when they taught counterspell in college. So sorry, not so much.
So Aaron will look back at the rest of the party, trying to see if there's group consensus, if that's the way we want to go, and if it is, Aaron will take the front looking for tracks. If not, Aaron will take the front on the point on the other direction that they desire, and look for tracks on there. Either way, he'll be looking for tracks.
Okay. Roll for tracking.
Survival. That'd be a 17.
Okay.
On a survival roll.
Your keen eyes could easily see what probably most non-hunters wouldn't be able to see, that there was some very minor disturbance of the dust on the ground, and some UNT sneaked well pretty successfully, but he did still left tracks, so it wasn't as good. And you can definitely see it's going into the tunnel in the left, or aka the southeast, basically, tunnel. And you want to continue following the tracks?
Aaron would go down, say from where he picked up the tracks. He'll go down in 10 feet, tracking them, and then turn around and look at the rest of the party, see if they're following.
I'll have sidled over to, is it Sora?
Yeah, Sora, yeah.
And sort of gone, hi, how's it going? Are you up for helping us hunt down snake creatures? I mean, they're not related to you, are they? Sorry if that's offensive. I've not met Dragonborn. Really.
Yeah, I think we should.
D&D political correctness. I like it. You prefer the term goblin or goblinoid humanoid shaped creature? Sorry.
Good one.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should follow it. I don't really want it to sneak up on us later and try and take us out. Yeah, we should go after it.
Very well.
Excellent. Yeah, I agree.
Let us go. I shall follow.
What kit does Sora have on? Have you got armor and weapons and stuff now?
Yeah, I've got chainmail and a sword. Hang on.
Oh, a mighty sword for mighty Dragonborn.
Yeah, I've got a short sword and shield.
Excellent. You've got a shield. Brilliant. I know who I'm standing behind.
I shall stand beside your side, my lady, and I shall inspire you in the feats of battle.
Excellent. I've got two people to shield behind.
And with this, Aaron sees them coalescing and getting into whatever order coming towards him. That's where he'll take the opportunity to take his mighty elven craft bow off his shoulder and have it basically ready, not in a game sense ready position, but ready in one hand, and
Right, yeah.
and then looking down further to see what he can see, because
Okay.
now in his mind, Aaron knows that he's not going off by himself.
Okay, so as you continue the tunnel, it actually, it branches to the left, to the southeast, and what you do see it starts curving extremely to the right, and it's going deeper, So it's like, as you can determine, it's basically leading deeper into the Underdark.
Okay.
So you said we all rested up, so that's all spell slots back. I take it.
Everything is yeah. I'm a little bit, I'm more cinematic, high adventure. So it's not like, oh, you have to we're gonna roll out and everything. So I'm a little bit more, I'm going by the book, but I'm not applying all the realistic damage rules, or also a normal rest gets you back spell slots, you heal up. And
cool.
That's it. That's that. So.
Fab.
Yeah. Okay. So you are completely rested up, and you are walking down. It's pretty just tunnel downwards, like the one you went before, but it's getting deeper, and you can hear some dripping, and some sounds. As you get deeper, though. I would say the elves, with their keen hearing, roll a perception check.
Very well.
Well, you know what? Everybody roll a perception check, because the dragonborn and the human can have, who knows.
Just in case it's relevant, because I can't see shit down here, and I'm at the back. I've got a torch in one hand, press the digitate,
Yep.
So I'm lurking at the back, so there's torchlight from behind the party.
Yep.
And with the dripping coming on down, that's down further.
Well, the dripping is actually pretty close, but there's another sound that I want you to roll. Okay.
Okay. But
David rolled an 18.
But with the dripping coming on down, Aaron will turn around.
The dripping comes from other stalactites, and you're sure now. You've been checking very closely if they are piercers, but they're all just normal stalactites so far. The only stalactites that were alive was in that one cave so far. So
It's
Yeah, this
absolutely
is
not
just
venom dripping from the ceiling.
no, it's just water.
This is just going to be a role play RP segment. That's all. On my part, what I was going to do is because of the dripping and whatnot. Aaron's going to turn back to the rest of the party and go, "Shh, footsteps, footsteps."
No.
I freeze, crouch down a little bit, and sort of duck down behind the larger of the two figures in front of me.
So okay, David, you got an 18. Charles, how much have you got?
15.
15. Okay. And Andy and Vicky, what do you got?
19.
I've got
I mean,
9.
Avelius and Vicky. What is your character's name again? I forgot. Sorry.
Sora.
Soren? Right, Soren.
Sora.
Sora. Okay.
The
Sora.
lovely Sora. Her eyes glow like a fiery red temptress.
Yeah, okay. So, 15, 18. Andy, you had how much?
9.
I mean, Avelius. 9.
If you
Okay.
click the little blue button, you get the chat up on the side. And
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I should have switched. Okay, 9, 18, 15. Sora, how much have you got?
19.
19. Okay, so everybody except our mage does hear some, what you can hear, especially Sora and David. You can hear clinking, which sounds like the best to describe it is something sharp, metallic hitting rock, and muffled, barely audible voices.
Okay.
All I can hear is the panicked breath in my ears. And my heartbeat.
And with the faint clicking that, along with him, with Aaron believing there was footsteps involved prior, he's going to go ahead and notch an arrow and try to hide off onto the side of the cavern a little bit with, let's see, stealth of 18 on the dice and all of, that'd be a 25 for stealth.
Okay,
Holy crap.
you are very much stealthy. You're
So-
now on the side of the wall. You're like melding with the shadows.
Yeah, and he's not going to be moving. He's just right there, ready, waiting to see what comes about.
Okay, so you are actually pretty close to the end, which opens up to another exit. It's been quite some time, many hours, that you've been going down this swirling like tunnel.
Okay.
And so you can see some with your. There's not a real light per se. There's actually no light, but you can see that the tunnel is opening up to what you think is a bigger area.
And yeah, I don't want to mess up my stealth, so I was thinking about doing something, but no.
Okay. Like you are at this moment, I would allow you that you could move towards it. You rolled such a good stealth that you wouldn't have to roll a new one for at least another point. You could at least go to the door, to the exit. I would allow that.
Okay, and with going to the exit, what he'll do is he'll take his arms up to try to signal back to them that kind of like it's branching out, it's getting bigger, type of thing.
Yeah.
I nod.
Okay, so Aaron, what you see is out of the opening, you can see a smooth, probably like created terrace of some sort. And you can see a gigantic cavern, and I mean gigantic. It's like, and you can see, what you can see is like a huge ancient city, you know, and what you can see is that the terrace, it narrows down to a bridge-like, stone bridge kind of thing, and it goes to a small like round kind of other terrace, and it branches to other bridges. There's one that goes to the north, which is broken, and there's one to the from you where you're standing to the east, which is also broken, and then there's one to the west, which is continuing to another terrace, which is on the edge of a wall. And on that wall, you can see small humanoids, about they're like medium, they're about like the size of you would guess dwarves, and they're clinking away on some on some rocks, and there in front of them is like something that is like partially buried, which looks like a face of some sort.
Okay. With seeing all this, how far, and from my best recollection, how far back is the party from me?
I would say at least like 10 feet.
Okay.
So they could still see you.
All right. And what I'm going to try to do is stealth on back, sneak on back quietly. Let's see if we're.
Okay. I would ask a roll for that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting fixing to do. Let's see here. And that's not quite so good. That's a 13.
As you sneak out, you don't see the humanoids moving or reacting to that. You can't quite make out any more details from them. Wait, there's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's about 70 feet away from you.
Okay. And what my intent is to get back with the party and explain out exactly everything I could recall. That there's a huge city down there. That it has all these terraces and bridges, and there's these odd-looking dwarves that seem to be acting like dwarves, about the size of dwarves, but also remind me of maybe gnomes. But they're strange. They're different. I don't recall.
Roll an intelligence check, Charles.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
No. It's just for your memory.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt because you don't have the best intelligence.
Okay.
That'd be a 17 if it wasn't for the dice roll.
Well, you do remember now that you just saw them for a short time, but you do remember now that they definitely had white beards, so they definitely even looked more so than looked to dwarves, and they were bald and they had grayish skin.
Okay, and
that's
I'll
what
relate.
You remember.
Okay.
Although in infravision, you couldn't see color, right?
No, you see shades of gray with infravision. With the devil sight, you have full normal vision.
Okay, that's
color.
what you saw. You saw them gray, so okay, yeah.
From his description, does that spark any memories of things I might have been taught at Wizard College, like something I might know from a history check, perhaps?
Go ahead, yeah, try.
Maths 13.
Not quite. You can't recall.
Oh, but that do sound like the.
No metagaming.
No, I'm just thinking they sound like the lost. He said dwarves, so I'm thinking back to the stories from the kids' books, and I'm thinking, oh, it's one of those lost dwarven cities, and there's probably gold down there and treasure. They make fantastic weapons and armor. Oh, we've got to get in there because they're going to have so much good stuff for us.
We shall see.
I think they're going to be friendly.
Well,
we shall see.
okay, then
Sometime
volunteer to go first.
I shall walk forward. I can speak many languages. I shall approach them peacefully, perhaps, on your behalf, if you let me, that is.
I second this motion.
I third and fourth this motion, Aaron, to say.
Very well. I shall
Technically, you should do
cautiously...
one of those, so you'd be thirding it, but yeah, that's okay.
And I shall stealthily walk into the shadows, and I shall do my stealth roll cautiously into the shadows first.
Okay, roll stealth.
I got a... Oh dear. My stealth is not that good today. Stealth is 8.
Okay. As you're trying to be really sneaky and walk over the bridge towards the other terrace with the weird giant stone face that they are examining, you trip slightly over a small pebble, and there's a small sound, and they do hear you, and they turn around. Was ist das? Where's our deer?
I'm sort of peering around the side of the doorway.
And you can
torch,
see
you know,
basically
in the
these.
panel.
This is what you see, David. So
Okay.
this is what you see here. These guys. So.
Alright.
They look like
Okay.
mean-looking, white-eyed, gray-skinned, white-bearded dwarves, and they have these picks in their hands, and they're like shields, and they're like they've been working. You can see that they've been hacking away on like other stone rubble that has been around this face, and they're examining it. And it says,
Okay.
"Was wollt ihr?" Do you speak
All right.
Dwarven?
No, but I can use comprehend language spell. So I
They sound
use...
really mean. Verdammt, du Spitzohr. Sag was, wer du bist, oder wir werden dich aufschlitzen. They seem like really mean, like.
Look on, everyone knows dwarves speak Scottish.
Well,
I shall
in my opinion, they either speak Scottish or German.
I shall speak their language and try to calm them down with my persuasion. I say, I sort of put my hands up and say,
How long do you need again for your comprehend language spell to work? How long does that work?
it works.
I shall look it up for you.
Thank you. Well, wait, I could look it up too.
Casting
What is
time,
this?
1 action. It's
Okay.
unless you cast it as a ritual, in which case it's 10 minutes. But if you cast it as a spell, it's poof.
So
Yes.
instantly it works. Okay, that's practical. Right, I
Yes.
remember now. Okay, so as he's speaking, was willst du, Schlitzohr? What do you knife here? What the hell do you want here? This
I shall say, we come in peace, mighty dwarf. We mean no harm. Pray tell, what is your name?
and he's basically just holding the pick and he's saying, "Get away, spider lover." And the other one says, "I'm not sure if he's spider lover. Did they don't have the same dress. They all look like spider lovers to me."
We are not spider lovers, fellow dwarf. We come in peace.
Dwarf!
in
How
the
dare you call
underworld.
me a dwarf? How dare you call me a dwarf? I'm a Duragar.
A dwarf?
These false surface dwellers. And then he just spits like, whoop. Dare you call me that?
I don't know what your race was called. I apologize.
We once were one race with these filthy, unnameable pigs that live in the surface.
So, what are you doing down here?
At most you could call us deep dwarves, maybe. We are researching something. This is our territory. This face here. And I don't like your faces. You look like spies.
We're not spies. We're just curious of what you are up to. I use persuasion.
You know, the other guy says, "I don't like curiosity." And then and then one Duragar who seems to be a bit bigger and says, "Shut up, Kyle." And it says, "My name is Kane. I'm the leader of this group."
She bows graciously and says, "Hello there, mighty Kane. My name is Adria Starflower. I am from the surface world, as you sort of say."
And he just kind of spits like, whoop, surface world.
We mean no
All
harm.
that light, that sunlight,
Yes.
disgusting.
Yes, we mean no harm. I was just wondering if you saw.
Oh, I'm sure you don't mean harm. And he's just his attitude is horrible. Like even the worst attitude dwarf that you ever met wasn't even close to that.
I say to him, "Tell me, did you see a white wantee snake thing come through this way?
The serpents?
Yes.
I will find them. We have slayed a couple, but they're quite elusive.
Ah. Would it be alright if we pass through? We mean no harm to you or your people?
Do you have diplomacy roll?
I have persuasion. There is no.
Okay, persuasion, that works too.
Okay, cool. Alright. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 28.
Wow.
How the hell did you get 28?
I got a +8 in persuasion. I used a body inspiration on myself to get a +6, and I got a 14. So there you go.
Wow.
By the way, Andy, roll a history roll for the stone face.
Oh, I got a staggering 8 for that one.
Yeah, you have no clue then.
True.
Yeah.
Dwarves, they do statues. There's probably thousands of them down here. Pfft. It's not made out of gold. Don't care.
And it's like, you've got quite a silver tongue, surface dweller. I might let you pass if you have something to trade.
Yes, we do have some items to trade.
I tap Saw on the shoulder, and I'm assuming are we close enough to overhear them talking, but obviously not understand what they're saying unless we speak Dwarvish.
Well, you could.
Or,
You can roll a perception check and try to hear.
No, I just whether it was audible or not, and I sort of tap Saw on the shoulder and go.
Well, you can.
I can't
You can
make out
hear.
what they're saying. Can you hear?
Oh, sorry. Yes, they wish to. They wish that if we wish to pass through with no harm, we must make a trade with them. It seems they have liked my silver tongue, as it seems, and wish to trade with us.
Oh, we got
And if we trade, if we trade quite well with them, perhaps we can go through here peacefully with no harm to ourselves or to them.
Aaron will say, after hearing this, you said they like your silver tongue. We can trade them you, and we can go.
You do not know the meaning of silver tongue, do you?
So there's 5 of us with Ruby, isn't there?
I believe so.
I will go into the pouch, I sort of start rooting around in the pouches on my belt and find the little satchel of gems that we found in the treasure chamber upstairs, and pull out sort of the 5 smallest ones and go, do you think we could maybe buy our passage with these? One for each of us? It leaves 3 left in the bag.
And one of the Dwargar just looks greedily, like he's just looking at the stone, like shiny.
I hold the gems out to Adria. Here, you make the trade. You know, one of the a gem for us passing through, and
here, Nicole. Here is some gems. Perhaps this will let us pass through safely if you let us.
Nicole, my name is Kine.
Kine.
And anyway, those gems, they look interesting. Then again, true value is having some good slaves. As is one of the best things to have in the Underdark.
I don't think this is going terribly well.
And he says, maybe you, surface elf, you might be good for the spider lovers. They like having surface knife ears.
I see.
And maybe for sacrifices, obviously. And that serpent-skinned woman, she might be good for different kind of for different types of being a slave of some sort.
I've got no idea what's being said here, so I'm sort of standing there with a big
Yeah.
smile on my face going,
I say, I sort of
"You
like,
can go there? Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah."
no, we don't go. I sort of say, I look at the ranger and the dragonborn, and I say, draw your weapons, my friends. It seems that these are evil men. They wish to enslave us and to capture us.
My
So,
expression changes when I hear that.
Yeah,
And then one of the crazier Duragas says, "We should take them all. They have all kinds of riches. Who cares about trading with them? We'll take it all. Yes, yes."
and Sora just looks at the door. She's not quite sure what's been said. I draw my sword and go.
One looked really leeringly at you uncomfortably. Like
yeah.
they have this evil almost glow in their eyes. They're not like no. It's just this
Okay.
cold kind of
And
calculating look.
I sort of bite my thumb, type thing a little bit to make it bleed, and then I sort of like, I shall bane you, curse you, you white scums, and like I spray bane upon them, on 3 of them, if there's 3 of them.
There is 5.
Okay.
Seeing this, Aaron, seeing this going on down, will turn to the mighty and brave mage that we have, and say to him lightly,
This is mighty brave mage you keep talking about.
"You, my friend," and he'll kind of whisper under his voice, "I think this is going south."
DM.
They would have accepted one of you as a slave. So
When you
Okay, so-
describe the area, were they standing on a ledge with a drop behind them by any chance?
they're like on the ledge because these kind of terraces. They're these 10-foot wide, about 15-foot wide, like circular, and the top they're like flat, and they're like towers leading really down. So let's everybody roll initiative, okay? I will allow our bard to have the surprise round, so you can do the bane. But then roll your initiative, okay? Okay, so we have wait. Azaleus with 11. Then we have Aaron with 20. Then we have Arya Starflower with 16, and we have Sora.
Adria.
Adria. Okay. And we have Sora. Did you roll, Vicky?
Yeah, it was 19.
19. Okay. Wow, you have some really good initiative there. So either Charles or David, either Aaron or Adria.
Hey, Adria can go.
Okay, so Adria casted Bane on 3 of the actual. Yeah, I can. Let me see. Yeah.
You know what? I'll be nice. I'll count the Bane as a surprise round.
Okay.
And then what does Bane do again?
Right. So I get to choose. I might cast it at level 2. So I use a level 2 slot. It means I can cast it. It means I can choose an extra 2 creatures. I think, if I'm correct.
One extra for each slot above
do
first.
they
So
do they have do they have a saving throw? That's my question.
Yes, they do. Yes,
Okay.
they do. They get a DC against my charisma, which is my charisma is so it's 8 plus 10, so it's 15. They have to beat, and I can when I cast it at level 2, I can choose additional creature, so I could choose 4 of them.
4 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So 15, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On all 4.
Okay. they add their do they add intelligence again?
No, they've
No.
made charisma to stay and they needed 15.
Yeah. Okay. So charisma. Okay.
Yep, it's just
Uh,
based off
so
charisma.
okay, the first one succeeded it. Second one, 15, right? So he failed. So he's baned. Okay, the third one. Yeah, he failed it too. And the fourth one. He failed it too. So 3 got baned.
Okay,
One
so they
was
have. So those ones that failed, they have a disadvantage attack against us.
Okay.
That's not what Bane does.
Oh,
Let me check first. I'm checking.
For you.
yeah, I could subtract D4 to their attack rolls.
Yeah, anytime they attack or make a saving throw for the next minute, they have a D4 penalty on their attack or saving throw rolls for the next minute while the concentration's maintained.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. D4. That can make the life and death decision.
Absolutely.
That's nice. Okay, so 3 of them are intimidated. The 2 others, they're not. Well, the fourth one wasn't even hit. So now the next one is gonna be Charles.
And Aaron will go ahead with the way that this developed, even though he doesn't understand the language that was there.
You could see the body language and the aggressiveness, and the diplomatic solution failed because they're very racist and they're very evil and they want you as servants. So
yeah, and because our bard told us to draw weapons, we had up there trying to do it. So he will go ahead and take a shot at whichever one is open and fairly in line of fire.
okay, you can see one on the side of the terrace.
Okay, and does an 18 hit?
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, and the damage will be, oh man, that's a whopping damage there. That's 6 points.
Nice. Okay, you hit him. Please describe your shot.
As looking around, trying not to shoot the bard or another party member in the back, Aaron kind of lurches over with the bow and slides it down like on a horizontal and sees his opening and lets loose, and the arrow flies straight and true and hits this short little white bearded wannabe dwarf in the shoulder, and he lurches up from the impact and howls, hopefully in pain.
You hit him, and he says, "Verdammte Scheiße!" And it's just, and he's just like cussing like a madman. And he's like, they are dwarves, but they are, they're like what drows are to elves. So dwarves would definitely hate them, and they hate each other, and they definitely disavow each other, just like elves and drows do.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, Aaron will try to take maybe a 5-foot step to open up a better angle of fire.
Right. Okay. You can totally do that. You cannot go much to the side because the bridges are about 8 feet wide, but you have a little bit of movement. So.
Okay. He's just
going to. You can go forward, backward. So there's different maneuverabilities you can do. Okay.
Yeah.
Vicky, Sora, you're next.
Okay. Sora's seeing what's going on. Get my short sword out and I start making my first move towards the dwarf that's closest towards me.
Okay. You do see one on the front. having a war pick and a shield,
Okay.
wearing a scale mail. Yeah, scale mail.
Okay. I roll a 16.
That just hits, just exactly. Roll damage.
Okay. D 12. No, sorry, 7.
7 damage. Nice. So describe your hit.
Okay, so she uses a short sword, swings down towards the chest. The sword manages to pierce through the armor just about, making a cut from his shoulder down to his waist, sort of thing. And she raises her fist in triumph, holding a shield in one hand, as if to say, "These don't scare me whatsoever."
Oh, the blade comes out, and he's just
Pretty
just
much.
does that.
You know, she saw the way they were looking at her, and she's like, "See, females are pretty damn tough."
Yep, nice. um, and yeah, he's definitely he might not understand the words, but he kind of gets the gist of it now from your actions. So, okay, that was your turn. Now it is one of the Duergar's turn. The one that was hit by Charles. He will go for area, and let me see here. And he attacks. He swings, and 7 that misses, right, David?
Yes, he misses.
Adria, I mean, yeah. Okay, he
Misses
swings.
Adria.
He's in real big anger and just furious, and he swings his war pick, and he just completely misses. The next one is gonna be Andy.
So we're on one side of a bridge, and they're approaching us from across the bridge. Is that right?
Yeah.
So are there? Basically, I'm thinking about casting sleep sort of behind the front line to catch as many of the ones behind. Are they sort of in a handy clump within about 20 foot?
They're pretty much they're pretty clumped together. 20-foot radius.
Actually, 20-foot radius from a point I can choose. So I want to drop it on as many of them as possible without catching any of us.
Okay, you can do that.
Excellent.
Anyway, I can't fall asleep anyway because of my failure history.
Good point. I will cast sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which affects a total of 6, 10, 15, 19 hit points.
19. Okay, the one that just got slashed by Sora, he does fall asleep like schlaf. He just falls down and
I call out,
says,
"Push him off the
"Where's
bridge!"
Mastu? Where's Mastu? Nicht schlafen, du faule Sau!" And he's like hitting him.
I shout out, "Push him off the bridge, quick!"
Okay, that was your turn. Nice spell. That was just enough. He had 19 hit points left, so well done. Next is next is the other guy in the back, and what he does, suddenly he just like screams in rage, and he suddenly changes from a medium to a large creature. He's just growing like this, and he becomes this 9-foot tall freaking monster like Duergar. Like he just grows, and everything with him grows. And he says, "Now I will squish you." And I think that's an action. So that was his action. And then the next Duergar comes and attacks Sora.
Okay.
Since he thinks that maybe you poisoned your blade, because he doesn't know the other one went to sleep, so he sees you as a threat. Okay, 8 plus. Okay. Does a 12 hit you? I'm guessing not.
No.
Okay, so you can describe if you want to block it or if you just avoid it. That's up to you.
Okay, I see him coming towards me, raise my shield up, and sort of try to hit him with it a little bit and step back out of his way.
Nice. Okay. And then we have the last one that is still awake, and he enlarges too. He grows up to well said. You got to grow up. Anyway, so Charles or David again. So we have Adria or Aaron.
Adria can take the first blow. She's up front in front of me, so it just makes sense.
Okay. So I look at the as a bonus action. I look at the fine figure of the female dragonborn, and I say, "Hey, there's some fire in your eyes, pretty little lady. You should fire up today. You are so hot and so fine. Yes, you are." And like I inspire her. She gets a D6 added to her D20 roll whenever she wishes as a bardic inspiration. Since I am concentrating on a spell, I shall use a different spell, but it's not concentration since I can use a different spell. And I get out a bit of metal from my bag and a pinch of flame, and I spark it on the bit of metal. And I look at one of the big ogre, big ones in his big giant armor, plated armor, and I say, "It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes." And I cast heated metal upon his armor.
Nice.
I choose so he gets red. He gets red hot. Choose. I think. Does he need to do a save or not? I'm not sure.
Heat metal. Choose manufactured metal objects such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage.
Yes.
Nice.
So does it? So does he
And
take
there's
that
no
now?
save until
No,
the
there's no
spell
save.
ends. You can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. Aren't you
Very nice.
concentrating for your Bane spell though?
Oh yeah, I am as well. Oh damn it, I
Yeah.
can't use that one.
Well, then you have to stop the Bane spell.
Hmm.
One or the other, man. Like you cannot do like
Oh yeah,
concentrate on one spell and do another spell.
I
That's OP.
forgot. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So what is it gonna be?
Let me see. Something that's not concentrating. Hang on. Give me a second.
I'm pretty sure if you concentrate, you cannot cast another spell. You break the concentration of the because you're still technically casting. You're continuing the spell. You're fueling it.
Yeah, you can maintain one concentration spell. You can cast other spells.
Oh, you can.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
sorry.
Yeah. You can cast another spell. If you cast another spell which is also concentration, the first one that requires concentration stops, but you can cast other ones that don't require it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
looking for.
Duration, concentration up to 1 minute.
Yeah, so I do cantrips, vicious mockery. I shall mock the big one and say, "Hey, why don't you get those little scrawny ones and give it a bit of a wrecking with your big, huge metal rod of yours?"
Okay, so he can resist that, right? With charisma.
Yes,
Saving
15.
throw. Okay. 15. Okay.
Yeah, on the big
Because
one.
they have advantage on that.
Unless he's Bane, in which case he gets.
Yes, he did. Disadvantage.
Oh, then it's normal roll. Apologize, you're right.
If he's baned, it's his normal roll, but he takes a minus D4 on it.
Because minus D4. Either way, he fails.
It's a wisdom save, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And he takes 1d4 chronic damage, and he takes 2. Oops, he takes 2. So he takes 2 psychic damage, and whenever he attacks the big one, he gets a disadvantage.
Yep, his next attack roll is a disadvantage.
Yep, so he's baned, and now he's been vicious mockery.
Okay. Okay. So he got 2 damage, and now it's to Aaron.
Aaron will go ahead, and the first one that blew up like a big old teddy bear, he'll take a shot at that one. Was that one injured?
Not yet, no.
Okay. And that will be an 18 to hit.
Okay. Now that hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
And that'll be well, that's a better damage roll. That'd be 13 points of damage.
Oh wow.
That's the max. That's the max he can do. So he rolled an 8 plus his Dex mod.
Just describe that good blow.
As this thing grew and enlarged and such, and as it was there, Aaron was looking at him and tracking on up, and he saw the opening for the up around the chest muscle over on the right-handed side, and he says, "There's a nice big meaty spot." And he lets loose at it, and the arrow finds its mark right into his right chest muscle, and
Okay.
just hits there and dangles along, and then just stops vibrating and
And
sticks
he's
out.
like, "Rah!" and he breaks off the arrow. Rah! Okay.
All right.
Now it's Sora.
Okay. What ones are left?
There's still 4 left.
What's the four left?
The,
Okay.
the other one, there's one that is asleep.
Right in front of you, next to the edge of the bridge.
Yeah, that's the one you hit with your sword.
Okay. I'll probably go after one of the ones that have blown up a bit now. I sort of look up and I'm trying to work out the height difference a bit, and I sort of step on my toes a little bit, trying to make the height a bit better. And I go and use my sword to try and attack them down, take them down a foot or two.
Nice, okay. Roll. Attack.
14.
That hits. Wait, actually no, that misses.
You can use your D6. You can use your D6 that
Oh.
I give
Oh.
you. So roll your D6, my lovely lady.
An extra 5.
Okay, you had a 14. That's 19. Yeah, you hit. No.
Cool.
And roll damage. Le damage. Yeah, he got just hit like really badly with the arrow.
Yeah. Okay, that's 6 damage.
Okay. Okay, please describe your good attack.
Okay, so swipe with my sword, because he's quite tall, I aim sort of for his waist. The sword slices through, hitting a few bones, and you can hear the crackling as well, and some blood starts gushing through. And I pull my sword out and sort of look at it a bit disgusting, sort of wipe it clean a little bit, trying to get rid of some of the blood, and shaking my hand a bit to get rid of the blood on my hands.
Okay, all you can hear is, you two worm! Okay. Okay, nice move. Now it's up to the first one. And he will attack you, because you just attacked his friend. So he will swing his war pick.
Can they both
11.
get it? Actually,
What?
The bridge that they're on, you say, is only about 8 feet wide, isn't it? Are they not?
Are you
now...
asking if they can fit all on there?
Well, are they limited to single file now that they're large creatures?
Well, basically the 2 big ones are in front, in a sense, and it's still big enough that you can still reach them. So there's like gaps in between. So I'll just make this work like that. What happens with he basically misses because he got a 12, and I'm pretty sure that misses. and he just swings and misses, and it misses you, Sora.
Okay.
And the next one is going to be Andy.
So they've got these two huge 9-foot tall things. How tall is
Yep.
Sora?
I am 6'2".
Okay, so there's a fair bit of target visible above it. I drop the torch down to one side, hold my staff out in two hands, and the moisture starts to coalesce around the ends of it again as I draw heat energy into it, which travels up my arms, and you see the veins in my neck glow and my eyes glow. And I cast Scorching Ray. I'll send one at the most wounded-looking one and two at the least wounded-looking one. So
Okay, there's one that just Sora wounded. He's definitely the most wounded one. And
Okay.
and you send the other one at the least wounded one. There's one that hasn't been wounded yet. He has been
the
baned.
two biggies, the two big guys up front, 'cause you said two were enlarged, weren't they?
Okay, then at that one. He's a little bit injured, but not too bad. Okay,
so
how much? They don't get a saving roll. I'm pretty sure.
no, it's an attack throw. So the first
Yep.
one was a 12.
That's not enough, sadly. That's not enough. The Scorching Ray goes to the side. He just dodges it. It goes into the swoosh into the wall and fizzles there, breaking off some rocks.
I think I'm good on the next two. 17 on the dice for both rolls is 22.
Yeah, that one hits for the other one.
Okay, so that was 22 for both attack rolls on the other large one, for a total of 12 points of fire damage. And
Nice.
steam coming out of my eyes and out of my mouth, and I sort of drop to one knee, going, sweat pouring down my face.
You can describe the shot too if you want. So 12?
12 total, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I summon all the heat energy, drawing it out of the air. It travels along the staff into my hands, up my arms, up my chest, it absorbed into my body. You can see the veins glowing with heat energy glowing through my skin. My head lights up like a candle. You can see the skull superimposed on it like an X-ray. And then fire basically jets out of my eyes and out of my mouth as I sweep my gaze across these two enormous enlarged dwarves. The first one, he ducks out the way, and the blast of flame sizzles past his ear. The second two just scores across his face and upper chest and leaves a line of fire sort of licking away at his armor and singeing his beard a bit, maybe.
Yep, definitely singeing the beard. He's like, woof, woof, ah, ah. Anyway, Juve, what's up, man? Roll initiative.
Okay.
You can join in the next turn.
That works for me.
So basically, you've been like in the background, and you've been doing some kind of ritual, and you've been just joining into the fun. They're fighting these gray-skinned, weird-looking dwarves.
So that's 19. 20 initiative.
Man, today you guys are rocking it on initiative. The lowest one Andy has with 14.
I'll handle the single digit fellas. You guys carry on.
Okay, so the enlarged one is now who's wounded. He's definitely enraged. Definitely one that attacks and kills Sora. So that's what he's going to try to do. His giant war pick, and he gets a 20 in total.
Does he get
modified?
Does he get the D4 at all?
Oh wait, yeah. No, he's actually not affected by your Bane spell.
Damn.
Well, he's one of the ones you didn't affect, so.
Yeah, you said there were 5 all told, didn't you?
There's 4, there's 5, and there's 3 that are affected, and he's one of them that is not affected. It's all written here. It's all written. I'm not fudging shit.
No.
It's all written down, black and white. Okay. So that does hit, right, Sora?
Yep, that hits.
Okay, since he has double damage with the strength. Okay, it's a total of, wow, 17 damage.
Whew. Okay.
Does that drop you?
No, I'm still hanging on.
Okay, this is what happens, right? So you wounded him, and he's just like, "Argh!" And he swings down his mighty giant war pick, right? And you're just holding up your shield and your sword to block it, but it just pushes down on you, and as you're being pushed down, and then he pushes it down into your shoulder, like, and then it just slips in, like, and just blood comes out, like, and then he like puts down his foot on you, and then just pulls it out, like.
Alright. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so was his move, and then we have. Oh yeah, we have still one guy left, and he will try to attack Adria. And oh yeah, Bane means he's disadvantaged, right?
No, D4.
D4. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. I got my D4 here. So he's gonna try to swing with his war pick, and okay, 1, so 18. Okay, 22. Does that hit? That hits, right?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Okay. He is not enlarged, so, but he does still have, and he hits you for a total of 6 damage.
Okay.
So, okay, he comes down, and he's not been injured yet, and he says, Ich werde dich umbringen, Schlitzohr! And he comes up, and he takes his shield, and he kind of bashes you with the shield, and it comes down, and he hits you in your upper thigh, and just blood coming out.
Okay, so I now got to do a spell saving throw now to keep my concentration on the.
Right. Yes, thanks. Yeah.
So what is
on the Bane spell? On the Bane spell.
What is my DC stat?
It is.
Isn't that on your character sheet?
No, the concentration check is going to tell me when I look it up. I think it's 10 or half the damage, whichever is greater. Let me just double check.
That's correct, Andy.
Thank you.
So it's 10, yeah?
Yeah. That's greater than the damage, so.
Alright, okay, let's say the roll. D20 then. Oh, 15 then. So I passed.
Okay.
So I keep the concentration up.
Okay. So now we're back to the new round where Juve can join. So we have 3, you have 20. It's we have Ruby Red, Adria, and Aaron. Whoever wants to go first, that's up to you guys.
Aaron will take the last position of the 3, and like I said, to me, Adria being right up in the middle of it because she was being diplomatic or starting the fight.
So how close is Shia to me?
Who?
How close is Shira to me, the dragon?
You mean Sora?
Fora. How close is Fora to me?
Shira. Sorry, messed up.
How close is Fora to me?
Sora is, I don't know, you're pretty much cramped together, pretty much.
Okay, so
you might have some distance.
So is she within distance?
In what?
Is she within touching distance of my arm length?
I would say yeah. Let's just say yeah.
Okay, so I extend my arm to her. Oh no, first I inspire Juve first, because he seems to be here. I say, wake up, Juve! We need your fire, Mr. Ruby Red. Come on now, get in there. So Juve gets a Mr. Ruby Red. Juve will get a D6 to his D20 when he attacks, and then as an action, I stretch up my arm and cast Cure Wounds at I use a level 2 slot. So I use my last level 2 slot to cure wounds on the lovely, saucy dragon lady. So I shall cast. I shall put my hand upon. I shall put a hand on her bosom, and I shall cast the lovely spell. And she gets 7, 8, 8. Wait. Additional is additional, and it increases. Oh yeah, it is increased in it. So I roll 2, don't I? So 7. Hang on. Where is it?
So,
I think.
why, for the sake of
Damn
fairness,
it.
I read
So it's
my character
four,
sheet wrong.
so
So
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You get 19 hit points back, my lovely lady.
Uh,
Oh wow.
okay, so Sora nods her head in thanks, sort of shakes your hand off her bosom though, and sort of stands back up again, ready to fight.
All I can say is thank God you're not playing a paladin, David. It'll give a whole new meaning to lay on hands.
Oh dear.
Someone had to say
It's,
it.
yep. There you go. Anyway,
Take the
it's
hit.
Ruby Red's turn.
So, for the sake of fairness, I actually miscalculate. I rolled a 19, and I do not have a extra bonus for initiative. So, has anyone got higher than a 19?
Erin.
Oh, okay, Vicky, Sora has a 19, so okay, then I'll just switch it to that you have 19
Erin.
initiative, and then what we'll do now is Sora and Juve, whoever wants to go first, it's up to you guys.
I think it's
I will let
Erin's go, actually.
I don't mind. I'll let Juve go first if he wants.
Okay,
All right,
Juve.
for the sake, just get this over with. I will attack the nearest thing with me with my axe, and I will roll that now. That
The
is the
nearest one
first.
is the enlarged one. They enlarged themselves. There's two that are at the large size. They're 9 feet tall, and yeah, you can. There's one that is heavily wounded. So go ahead.
I will attack try to hit the the heavily wounded one. I rolled a 3, so I think even with my bonuses, that is going to be a miss. And the
Yeah.
next one, my other attack, if it will roll the bloody 20, is a natural 20.
Okay. Then yeah, you basically roll your attack bonus twice. Your attack dice twice, and add the bonus, like the plus something on the end.
Okay.
Whatever
Um,
bonuses you have.
and I put up the screenshot of my dice roll.
I believe you. I believe you, Juve. I believe you. Don't worry.
I'm just worried about the other players. Transparency. Alright.
Juve,
Okay.
I believe you, where millions may not.
You know, I might question your move if you start shooting mini missiles, Juve. If you
No, there will be no
transform
mini missiles.
into a giant robotic T-Rex dragon thing and shooting mini
So
missiles,
1d8
then I
plus
will say
3.
something.
Alright. So I will now roll a d8.
You can do
Roll.
twice, two dice, because it's a critical hit.
Okay, so that's a 6 and an 8. And then, if I'm reading this correctly, there's a attack bonus plus 5. That to add to the. That's not for. It's.
Well,
No,
you
that's
have your
plus 3.
strength bonus, and you have your weapon bonus.
So that's
Okay.
plus 3 plus strength bonus is plus 5.
Nice.
So.
Let's see,
5, 6.
11. That's a 19 damage.
Yeah,
Okay, against the same wounded one, right?
that is correct.
Okay, you destroyed him. Like he had 7 hit points, you just did 19 hit points. Please describe how you destroyed that one. And he's like large. He's like towering over you.
So as he looks down at me, I just proceed to run up, jump, and fling myself forward, jumping on one knee, and then do like a 360 spin and chop his head off, and then land on the ground, and then look at the other one like he's next.
Okay, as you slice off his head's like rolls down, and his body too, and they both fall down into the abyss of the city down below. And just like you would have thought, like. And the other one says 9. Okay, nice job. Now it is Sora's turn.
Okay. Cool. Is the one still asleep in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there still another one that's double in size?
There's one still left. Yeah.
Okay. Sora will then go for him, not wanting to strike a creature down when it's asleep because it's too easy for her. So
Yeah.
she'll grab her sword and make her way towards the taller one, swinging the sword. I'll just roll my attack. Mm, 18.
Okay. 18. That hits. Roll damage.
6.
Nice. Please. Wow, you hit him pretty hard. Please describe your attack.
Okay, so she swings a sword, aiming again for the waist because she can't quite reach his head. The sword swings down, and you can hear sort of a grumbling feeling as it goes straight through the bones, and the creature makes a huge yelling noise as the bone continues to hit the spinal cord. I quickly grab the sword back out again and sort of like look quite victorious, thinking, "Yep, I'm back now."
Nice. Okay. The next person is gonna be one of the dwarves, and instead of attacking, he says, "Dieser Kampf ist verloren. Ich muss zurückgehen." Suddenly, he turns invisible. Yeah, he's basically invisible now. So.
Only we had a druid to cast fairy fire.
Oh, Bill, we miss you. Okay, so that was his turn. He's backing out. Then we go to the other one is dead. So now go straight to Andy.
So the bugger.
The one that you have known as Kane, he seems like the leader. He went invisible.
Is there the ground? Is it all fairly clean swept stone, or is there, for example,
it's
lots of grit, like a handful of sand or grit or stuff?
There's some sand and little pebbles and stones for sure. Yeah, it's a very nice polished stone, a little bit cracked here and there, but it's good craftsmanship, although very ancient. So, but there's little like pebbles and stones, things that came down from the ceiling. So the stalagmites and everything.
Can I duck down, scoop up a handful of, hopefully a handful of sand or grit, but I'll just take a handful of small gravelly bits, whatever it is.
Yeah, kind of stone dust.
Yeah, and just throw it in the direction of where the invisible form was, hoping he's still there, hopefully, and it'll speckle off him, and might give whoever's next the chance to actually hit something.
Okay, that will require a normal ranged attack. I mean, it won't do damage.
No.
But
normal ranged attack.
It's on a disadvantage too. He's invisible.
And I rolled a 1.
Sorry, man.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Cool.
you like try to scrape it up and you like throw it and it just you're not really a physical guy.
Go flying. Yeah.
You just like you throw it and it just goes way to the side to nowhere. It's like,
I'll make a mental note to buy a bag of flour the next time we hit a shop.
that's not a bad idea. Okay, so that was your turn. And then we go to... Oh, yeah. Who do we have still? Oh, yeah, we have still one guy. He's heavily wounded. And then we have still the sleeping guy. Well, that's not true. Oh, we have still 2 guys. Okay, so we have one guy. And he will attack... He will go into the back a little bit, and he grab one of his... he's going to move in the back, and he's going to grab a javelin. And he's going to try to hit the wizard, because he's annoyed with the wizard. Stirb, verfluchter Zauberer! And he throws his javelin. And it's a 20 Wait a second. I must check. Oh, he's baned, so okay. 1d4. Okay, so it's a 17 with the bane.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That hits.
And is vicious mockery? Is he at a disadvantage?
Disadvantage on his next attack throw, yes.
Yes.
That was his. I think
It's
he did
a
already.
one-off.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be nice. I'll do it. I think I might have messed it up, so I'm going to do a disadvantage. So you might have a luck. Okay, 9, and with that he completely fails. He just stumbles, and he would have hit you, but then he stumbles, and it just flies off into the distance. Clink, clink, clink down somewhere.
I was looking to see if the pebbles and the dust actually hit the invisible guy. I see the javelin coming and I just go, ah! And duck down and flies over my head.
The vicious mockery has failed. Now the other one tries to attack Juve, the last one. And he has a 12. Okay, he has a total of 12 with the Bane taking away his bonus. Juve, that doesn't hit you, I believe. Ruby Red. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit him. We'll continue on back to Valius and Aaron. Whoever wants to go first.
Aaron, I think you're considerably faster than I am.
Well, Aaron, go ahead and the enlarged one that seemed to have the smart mouth and stepped on the newly joined party member and damaged her somewhat. That's who he's going to take a shot at.
Right.
And let's see here. Okay. That'd be a 27 to hit.
Okay, that hits easily. It's a masterful shot.
And since he's already damaged, he's going to use his Colossal Slayer.
Nice.
Well, there's balance in the neighborhood, that's for sure. That'd be all 7 points. 2 natural ones.
I tell you something. He has 6 hit points. You just barely kill him. Like actually, you have one. He would be -1. So please describe as you just kill him.
As Aaron goes with a sense of honor and revenge for the attack upon our party member, he shoots, and he was looking for the mouth since he was talking such trash. Even though Aaron didn't understand a word, but he knows trash talking. And he shot up at the mouth, but he misses the mouth, and it shoots low and gets him down around the top of the chest and the Adam's apple area, and goes through the soft tissue, and you hear a gurgle, 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 and as he starts seeping blood through it.
So he's like holding the arrow, like as blood comes out of his mouth and out of the wound, like just gushing out. And he's like, and he slips off, and he also falls into the depths and just bum bum bum. Okay, so he is dead, and it's time for Adria.
Okay, so what is in front of me right now? Is there still a person or not?
There's one who is sleeping and one who is alive, and the other one is the leader. He went invisible.
Okay, so I push the one that's sleeping off the bridge, like push him off.
He just falls down, and as he's falling, he awakes, and you can hear,
and then
sickening sound of back breaking and everything.
Now, I get out my powder box, my costume box, my powder box, my equipment, which is my cosmetics box that I have as a part of my entertainment business, believe it or not. have it as I always have it on me, and she pulls out a little round disc. Yeah, opens up, and there's like a little powder ball thing that ladies use. You know, the little round powder thing.
I know. Yeah.
And she goes, blows on it, and tries to blow towards the one that's invisible.
Well, roll a ranged attack.
Okay, cool.
And since it's kind of hard to aim with that, for that distance, you're at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, you're anyway already on a disadvantage, so whatever.
So I got a 15 for disadvantage.
Nothing happens.
Plus 12?
How do you have a plus 12 on your range?
No, I missed in 3. Sorry, I'm 18 and a 3. Sorry, I missed. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Wow,
Okay.
plus 12 at level 3.
Yeah, sorry, I did it wrong.
No worries. Okay, so that was your action. Do you have any kind of bonus action you want to do?
Let me see. I still got. Let me see. I got 5. So I got 2. I used up 2 already, so I can inspire someone again. She looks around and sees the wizard is struggling a little bit, and says, "Hello, say there, Mr. Fancy Pants, Mr. Nobleman. It seems that your wizardry, your fingers are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Perhaps a little advice from the bard. Aim and shoot, and you are now inspired by me, Mr. Wizard." And that's what she says.
Nice. Okay, so now it's Vicky or Juve. So Sora or Ruby Red.
I'll let Juve.
Okay, Juve. Go ahead.
Okay, let me. I will attack the one she was attacking.
There's only one enemy left, so yeah.
And has we killed the one that was supposed to be prone on the ground asleep?
Everybody's killed. The sleeping one. Our bar just kicked off the terrace into the depths of the city, falling for hundreds of feet into his death.
First one was a 2 plus 5, so that part I don't have. The other one's a 15 total.
Okay, so 15 of total. Yeah, 15 doesn't hit.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Basically, you almost hit him, but he blocks it just in the last second with his shield. Okay. That was your turn now. It's Sora's turn.
Okay, I'll try and attack this time as well.
Okay. Go ahead and attack.
I got 20.
Okay, that hits easily.
4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage. Nice. Please describe your attack.
She just swings a sword, trying to aim for the legs this time, trying to decapitate one of the legs, and the sword hits, and she just makes quite a deep cut, but not all the way through, and removes the sword once again, ready to hit another time.
Nice. And he's just like, "Argh!" It's just like wincing in pain a bit. His blood comes out. And yeah, so that was Juve and Sora. And now it is one more turn of, okay. And then for the other guy, the invisible guy. And then we go to Andy.
So there's one visible wounded living one and one invisible one who we haven't seen. I'm going to ready a magic missile for the second that the invisible guy makes his presence known.
Okay.
So basically it means that I cast it, but I hold it back. So I've got
right.
A glowing ball of white light pops out of my hand and starts spiraling around with little arcs of light going. And I'm sort of holding up staff ready, going, "Come on,
I
show
like
your
it.
stealth."
Yeah, it's like a,
That's me.
like a Mega Man. You charge up like something.
Yep.
Okay, so and then we have the last guy, and he like says, "Ich kann nicht gewinnen," and he also turns invisible. Okay, now we're back to the top, to either Adria or Aaron.
Go ahead, Adrian.
So, would I know whereabouts when he disappeared? Would I know his last location?
The second one, he was just standing there. Yeah.
Okay, so if I attack with my rapier, I won't get disadvantage, or will I?
You will get disadvantage. That's how his invisibility works.
Okay. He,
I don't
he,
necessarily agree with it, but I'm playing this game as raw as I can.
Okay. I say as a bonus action, I use. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I lose my 4th inspiration on the ranger's time. I say, Ranger, I know that your eyes are sharp and true, but hopefully you will hit this man who is invisible. And now he's inspired as well. And then she goes up. I don't know if that is a concentration or not. I've got to see if it is first. And she's gonna cast she's gonna try to activate sleep on
Yep,
the
this
one that went
So you
visible.
so you want to do sleep instead of the rapier attack.
Yes.
Okay, then roll for damage.
Okay. So. Alright. So.
Sleep damage, that is.
Yeah. It's how many is it now? Is it
5d8.
5d8. So I'm gonna try and target on the one that went visible in front of me. I try to get him. So I do 3, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27 sleep points of damage to the one in front of me. That
as you can see at the edge of the one, it seems like he just wants to climb down, but then he's like just falling asleep before he can, and he becomes visible again because he's losing his concentration on the spell.
Okay.
So you.
And what about
fight is over.
What about the leader? Does he affect as well? Or not?
You don't see anything else.
Okay.
So
So he would run off, yeah?
You're guessing.
Yeah.
He must have run off then.
Where was the one that Adria just cast sleep on? He was climbing down something.
He wasn't climbing on. He was just about to climb down. He was on the edge, so he's.
But
he's not falling down.
climbing? What was he climbing down? Was it a ladder or stairs or?
Just he wanted to climb down on the side of the rocks. I mean, he's a dwarf, so he's able to do that.
Would he fall off the rocks since he's climbing?
I said he's not climbing. He's on the side. I know that you want to do that. He's just on the side. He was just about to go down, but he's on the side, just on the edge, lying there on the edge.
Haven't quite got to it. Can you just describe the scene for us again? Is it so? We're at the mouth of a cave, which it goes direct to the bridge.
Yeah, here.
Or is a terrace left and right?
Here. You can see. Look at here.
Okay, cool.
This is where you entered. This is where you went over the bridge, and this is where you go up, and here is the mouth, and here is another bridge going. But that one, yeah, that one is also broken. So I didn't mark that in, but it's also broken.
I tap Sora on the shoulder and Ruby on the other shoulder.
And in front of you is the big 8 foot tall stone face that looks kind of like a jester or a harlequin grinning. And there's some written runes. There's a tablet with some kind of written runes on it.
I tap both Sora and Ruby on the shoulder, hold out the 50-foot of rope, I'll get out my backpack and go, quick, tie him up, we can question him and get some information out of him, and point at the sleeping dwarf.
Okay. Sora takes the rope, nods her head in agreement, and starts walking over to the dwarf, trying to make some knots when they come up together.
Okay, easy. You don't have to roll for that. You tie him up really securely. Okay.
Does anybody know anything about interrogation? I was off. I'd hurt my foot in
Well,
the day before.
I could have interrogated him, but I seem to be out of spells.
I know how to interrogate, and I look at my blades.
Okay, I'm just going to go and have a look at this statue. You go and do your thing, because, blood, squeamish. Ugh. And I go and investigate the stonework.
Oh, very well. I'll come with you, wizard. I'm curious about these ruins as well.
Aaron's going to look at the scene and try to see how many arrows that he could possibly recover from the battle. And
how many did you shot?
I shot 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Okay, roll a 1d4.
Oh, okay. Where's the 1d4? There.
Because some of them fell off. Actually,
well, yeah, one of them broke too. Remember? He broke that.
So roll a 1d4.
And I got a 2.
Okay, that's how many arrows you can get back.
Okay, and there are some of these strange dwarves' bodies that are still around, right? That have been pushed off to the side and such that were slain.
They fell into deep. The arrows that you can find, basically, like some of them, they pulled out some of the arrows. That's the ones you can find.
But I mean the bodies of the dead.
Well, actually, the two large ones both fell down. The sleeping one was kicked down, so that's 3. You have the 4th one now, which is 3 were kicked down. They're down in thing. The 4th one you're intimidating, and then there was one that fled the scene.
Yeah, I got every prince.
Okay.
So if you can find a way down to the depths of the city, you can definitely collect the loot.
No, not even going to attempt that right at the moment. But if there was some bodies up there, he was going to search the bodies. But with the one that's being tied up, are 2 strong lizard or dragon types. I don't need to fish her in there. I'm just picking up what was policing around the area. That's it.
Okay. So, who wants to go first?
I'll yield the spotlight to the interrogation.
And I look over to the other Dragonborn and it's like good Dragonborn, bad Dragonborn, as I sound like a plan to you, or bad, worser Dragonborn.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, but which one do you want to be?
How much pay you want me to give the guy?
Well, they did attack us, so quite a lot of pain. How many fingers do you want to chop up first?
I'm thinking at least 3.
Yep, 3 sounds good to me. So I sort of slap the dwarf awake, trying to get him awake. Come on, up you get.
Okay, he's like, was ist das? You forget you haven't, you don't speak Dwarven. Or you might actually. Do you speak Dwarven?
I know I don't. Does anybody speak Dwarven?
Well, maybe all you need to do is growl at him and punch him or something, Because if Sora can speak Dwarven, that can be enough. So he looks at you, Sora, and says, well, what is up? You again. You filthy, I'm gonna kill you, and he tries to wiggle himself free, but he has no chance.
And I just walk over nonchalantly and like, you're gonna kill me. Well,
you don't understand him. You don't understand him, Jive. All you can hear is this. Ich werde alle töten, ich werde euch alle aufschlitzen. That's all you
And
hear.
I'm like, does anyone understand what this guy's saying? At all?
Sora said,
No, I don't.
Sora,
Don't speak it.
you don't speak Dwarven, okay. So technically only the bard could speak with him.
Okay, so I'm like, I asked Rev, does anyone speak this dwarven whatever coming out of his mouth?
Yes, I can help you, but first let me find out exactly what his runes say, and then we can perhaps interrogate our little friend after, maybe?
Okay.
Well,
So
like,
is he still growling and grimacing and everything else?
Oh yeah, he's constantly
I
cussing.
punch him dead in the face to make him shut up. Not enough to kill him, but enough to make him
No,
shut up.
okay. You don't have to roll. You just punch him. He has no way of defending, so you just knock him out like he's
Okay,
knocked out cold.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
And I looked up like I use
investigate
restraint
these.
because we all know I could just set him on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we're investigating the uncovered stone face.
Okay, the face. First thing that you can see right away that it's not just a face; it's a giant like door of some sort.
A door
With like
or a dwarf?
a door, a big 8 foot tall, like almost like a gate. 8 foot tall, 6 foot wide gate with the big face in the front. And there's a small like in like a side on the wall. There's something hammered in like with runes.
Oh, so the face is embossed on the door itself.
No, yeah. It's embossed. It's like not just embossed. It's like 3D. It's coming out. You know, it's like.
Okay. I think I know what it is.
So-
I'm wondering if Avelius does. Can I make some kind of Arcana check to see if I've got any ideas of what it might be? Or history
Yeah, sure.
or investigation?
Whatever you feel. Yeah, all the three can work.
Can I assist?
What?
I got a total of 16 on all of
I'm
those.
assisting.
I have the same
In other words, I'm
mod.
assisting him, so he gets advantage. Would he?
It's
do that?
okay.
I do that.
Yeah, it's enough. You can figure out very easily. It's a type of defense that wizards would do for their different treasure rooms and everything. It's a riddle door, but it is one that you're still not quite sure why it is a Harlequin design. But you
So-
do figure out that it's most likely a riddle door. It could be one. Like it's highly like
That's
you can
that's
sense
my
magic, right?
assumption.
You can sense
Uh,
magic, right?
No, Arcana tells me lore about magic.
Lore.
And,
Okay, so
I have to
it
recognise
it
things.
looks most likely like a riddle door.
Okay. Which is cool. That's kind of what I thought it was. Yeah. Oh, this should be interesting. And I sort of turned to Adrian and go, this is a riddle door. It's probably going to ask us a question. The Harlequin face, question to the DM,
Yeah.
it's clearly not dwarven race. Could it be elven
No,
or human? Or
it looks human, although it's kind of grimacy. It's kind of distorted a bit. Almost looks like the Joker or something.
and how do I know it's a
Well, not
Harlequin?
like
Has it
the
got
Joker. Yeah.
where does the Harlequin motif come from?
You can roll a history or arcana roll, or even if you have something with like some kind of knowledge of the gods lore.
I'll go for history. 15.
Not quite enough. That's some really mystical shit. So 15 is not enough.
But
Can I give
just
him-
on the visuals, what it looks like. You said it's a Harlequin face. I mean, has it got a tricorn hat on, or has it got diamond patterns, or?
It has the like the tricorn hat, and it has the grimacing face. You know,
Oh, it's
and,
like a court jester kind of deal.
court jester. Yeah, but an evil court jester kind of
I was
thing.
wondering if I'm helping him for siphon this, can he get advantage roll on that 15 or not?
Okay, because there's still some runes. You know, you haven't checked them yet. So.
Oh yeah, runes. Yeah, I'll check out the runes and see if I can make any head or tail of those. Are they in Common, Elvish, or Celestial by any chance? Because if they are, I
They're
can read them.
definitely not in common. They are in not celestial and not elven. No.
I see some runes here. I imagine these are probably giving us a clue as to what the riddle might be. And I sort of turn to the door, half joking. I don't suppose you want to tell us what the riddle is, do you? No, I didn't think so. And I go back to pondering the runes.
I could perhaps decipher the riddle. It may take some time to decipher the language, but I could.
Well, yeah, that would probably help.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like they're still busy with our prisoner over there, so probably a good idea, yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah, I
she.
can just wake him up and make him open the door. I mean, I figure if I chop off like a hand or something, he'll tell us what we need.
Well, let me.
And your spell lasts a while as well, so you could do both at the same time.
Yes. Put him close to the door, and I shall take some rubbings of the markings and take some time to do the ritual. So she gets out her little book of the notes so far that she's made of this underworld so far.
So does that mean you want me to chop the hand off or not chop the hand off? That's why I'm asking the characters.
David, are you gonna try to read the inscription with your ability?
Right now I can only read Elvish, Common, and.
But once you cast Comprehend Languages, you'll be able to read it, though, won't you?
Yes, I will be able to read it. Yes. So once I cast, so in other words, I take the rubbings of the ruins and sit them down. Put them. It's like I get my notebook, my songbook out, and get my ink and feather out, and copy the actual writings of the tomes on the walls and try to decipher the language with comprehend language.
Okay. Yeah, it turns out it's basically abyssal, and what's written on it, it says, "Ha ha ha, what's the password, sucker?" Question mark.
Okay. I say to the party, it says it's asking for a password. It needs a password to get in there. So I guess we need to wake up the dwarf.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to know it, seeing as they were hacking away at it and investigating it earlier. If they knew it, they'd have probably gone in, don't you think?
Well, we could just make sure. I can just cut a finger off and he'll tell us.
Well, maybe if he didn't answer straight away, then you can start, hurting his ability to count.
Okay. Whatever.
I mean,
I'm just...
far be it from me to tell you what to do. You outweigh me by several £100s, and quite frankly, you're a little bit terrifying. So if you want to chop bits off him, feel free to go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
We're not evil people. I'm just saying, he's somewhat of a scumbag. He did try to kill us. I'm just saying, maybe a couple of misses and finishes.
You're right. It's not cool, but yeah, slavers. I don't feel.
Yeah, I can't really feel
bad
bad about someone that takes someone against their will and sell them into bondage. I kind of have a problem with that.
I'm not going to stand in your way, sir. Like I said, you're very large and quite frightening.
So, yeah, let's just check. So, I throw some water in his face, and and drag him to the door. I'm point at him, point at the door, point, and I point at the door, and make the gesture to open.
Okay. He's like, "Well, what's my stool?" And David, you understand? What do you mean? What do you want?
So, do you know the password to this door or not? Can I do an inside check?
Maybe.
Hmm.
So what did he say?
Roll an
he says,
insight check. Yeah, roll an insight check. Good idea.
yeah, I should do insight check on him. He says he might know it, but I might not believe him. So let us see
Okay,
if he
hold on one
does.
second. I chop off the first part of the pinky, and I'm like,
Okay.
ask him
Insight.
now.
Alright, first I say, do you know the password to this door? Yes or no?
And he's like, roll. So he says, okay, fine, but you gotta let me free.
We will let you free if you tell us the password.
How can I trust you?
You can trust me. You
No,
can
I
trust this
can't.
face. Yes, you can trust me. I wish to persuade you that you can trust me.
So
He's
what does
like,
he say? I look at him like, so what is he saying?
It says we need to set him free to get the password.
I'm not too
Nah, nah, that's not gonna happen.
sure. He'll get others and they'll come back after us.
What do you want to do? Are you going to hurt him some more? Or do you wish me to
Oh,
try
I have a
to
plan.
persuade?
And I asked her, do you have any of them salts that we use for rubbing for drying out the meat that we procure for curing meat in your backpack?
Oh, yes.
Okay, can I see? Give me some of that real quick.
Okay. I'll give it to
I
you.
walk over and I take a piece of that and I rub it on the wound that's been the cut off. So ask him now if he remembers the password. Tell him I can do this all
wait,
day by sections.
wait. I'm gonna actually roll a con save. Okay, he's 18, so he's like, he's resisting. He's like, he just spits towards you.
Oh,
Niemals,
oh, you
niemals.
want to spit? Okay, all right. Rub the salt in a little bit deeper.
Okay, I'm rolling another con save. Oh, critical hit. He's like, he's not even reacting at this point. He's just laughing in your face.
I chop off another index of the finger.
Okay. Ah! He failed his roll.
So what is the password?
Fine. You gotta let me go, please. This Dragonborn is a maniac. Even
He wishes to let
I'm
him
saying
go.
it. I'm a Duergar. We're evil bastards. Look at this guy. He's a maniac.
If he's your
Okay.
maniac and he wishes you for him to
The
let him
password is
go.
Nar. The password is Nar, most likely.
No.
You have to look. Yes, it's in our language. It means fool.
I
You
wish
gotta
to
look
see.
at. You gotta look into the face.
Okay, can I do an insight to make sure he's telling the truth?
Roll an insight check. Yeah.
Okay. I got a 20.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He's desperate to. He's like
Okay.
desperate to
So
get.
it is Nav. The actual password is Nav, which means fool in their language. That is the password. It is the truth, Dragonborn. But he wishes
Narr. Narr, basically.
Nah.
Yeah. Nar.
Nada.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. And he says, and then he suddenly the face moves like, and he looks at you, Andy, and he says,
Take a step back towards the
yes.
spot in front of me.
And he says in common, at least he seems to say in common, yes, that is my name. Ha ha ha. What? Answer me this little question.
Okay.
If not, you will die. If you do answer, you can enter my playhouse. It's fun.
I look at him. So, yeah, I got the perfect
Take
way
my
to.
rope.
So, I drag the dwarf over.
The door guard says like, let me go, let me loose.
So I drag him over. So now, since you got the I'll tell him since he got the password right, tell him to now answer the question. to get the door to open, and we
I
all
don't.
step back. And
Okay.
and I'm
Well,
like,
okay. David. Well, actually, the statue is now looking at Andy,
Okay.
Okay,
and
now, what's your riddle?
but before that, the Durgar says, "I cannot answer it, even if I would want to." Like, I'll just say, fast forward that you translated it, David, and he says, um, I cannot do it because the person who says the password needs to answer it." Okay, this is the
Okay.
question. What is greater than God, more evil than the devil? The poor have it, the rich need it, and if you eat it, you'll die.
Greater than God.
And then suddenly you have like out of the side you see like a little panel open. You can see a little sand clock turn around, and time is ticking.
So was it greater than God, more powerful than the devil? Poor
Yep.
have it.
The rich need it, and if you eat it, you'll die.
Nothing.
And it needs to be the person answering it.
Okay.
Avelius.
I sort of look at Sora with a look of damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? Approval and surprised admiration. Yeah, nothing.
And he says, and he just looks at you, and he says, well, we have a smarty pants here. Well said. I wanted to cough at you and kill you all. But I think letting you in is just as good. And then suddenly his mouth, like his entire face opens, and his mouth opens to reveal the gate. Like, and as you look in, you can see it's really weird. It looks like a circus with with the sky as being like a dark reddish, dark black sky, and it looks like a circus in the distance.
Is there a TARDIS thing going on where it's the inside's bigger than the outside?
Yep. It's the TARDIS thing going on.
I turn to Sora, give her a formal bow. I would have got that eventually.
By the way,
Maybe
Vicky,
not
well
at the
said.
front
Really cool. Nice, well said.
so
who wants to go into the fun house? And if you're going to get rid of him, can you get the rope off him first? And I point
This
to
is,
the
please
prisoner.
let me go now. This maniac is gonna kill me and torture me.
I grab him and chuck him off the bridge.
And he says, I thought the drow were horrible.
Better.
I thought the drow were horrible.
So, and I'm like, I need someone to translate real quick.
He just says the drow are horrible.
And he
So,
says,
tell him-
he said he thought, you might be even as bad as an Illithid.
I want you to translate this to him. If I see him, or his face, or his people, I'm going to catch him, I'm going to sit him in the chair, and I'm going to expel fire breath at point-blank range at his face while I'm laughing as he dies.
You have intimidation at all?
I should think so.
You know what? It's fine. We'll just make it count. He's shitting his pants. Great job.
What?
Actually, intimidation
No,
plus
it's okay.
3.
It's okay. Okay, you'll never see me or my people.
With this going on, Aaron's going to look at the bard because she suggested throwing him off the ledge, and then with Ruby's statement about doing a crispy critter action on him in the chair, he's going to look back and forth at him and start wondering, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, this is definitely really not really good aligned kind of stuff.
I'm chaotic neutral, so I haven't actually done anything.
Yeah,
I think
yep.
with the information.
Chaotic
So I'm
neutral, the ultimate trolling alignment.
Yes, so I'm like, so he understands that I will barbecue his face, correct?
Yeah. Let's say you just have been translating continuously.
So I'm like, and I give him one more smile with a big old teeth showing, and I cut him loose. I'm like, and you can go.
No, he's
See ya.
already running. He's already running, and he's climbing down the wall, quite skillfully actually.
I am chaotic good, which is like sometimes I can be good and sometimes I can be chaotic.
We did kick off his sleeping enemies. I'm not quite sure if that quite fits, but you know what? I'm not an alignment Nazi, so it works.
So, and I look at
Unless you're a paladin, and even that, I think it's even now. It's a little bit more chill with 5e, with being a paladin or cleric. So, and since we don't have any of those, we don't have to worry.
So I look at Soros like you do not let him off easy, right? I could have taken a hand for insurance. You caught me on a good day.
Yeah, he. By the way, just saying, he did left. He didn't even pick up his weapon. He did leave his war pick and his what is it? His shield back.
I'll take the. I look like anybody need a shield.
Aaron,
I don't know what to do with it.
Aaron will definitely take the shield if it's in any kind of repair.
No, it's a good shield. It's a good craftsmanship. It's like a dwarven shield, just only a little bit more simpler in design, but very, very sturdy and good quality.
How big is it? Buckler size or is it just standard size?
It's the standard size shield, so it would cover a dwarf pretty well, but for you it would also work.
Okay. Yeah, Aaron will pick it up for right now in case someone else needs it, and he'll put it across his backpack on the back.
Okay, add a shield to your metal shield to your stuff. Okay, Juve, do you want the war pick, or who wants the war pick?
What's a war pick again?
It's like basically like a pick. You know, it's like imagine like a hammer, but it has like a pointy end, like a pick, like a pickaxe, like
Well,
a
if no
war
one
pick.
takes
It's a
it,
one-handed.
I will probably take it, and I will just add it to my inventory because right now I have a long sword, 2 scimitars, and 1 obsidian knife.
Okay, it does 1d8 plus 2 piercing damage.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And you said it's 1d8?
1d8, yes. Or wait a second. Actually, no, sorry. It only does the 1d8 damage, just 1d8, because the plus 2 is from a strength bonus. Whoa,
Okay, so
1d8
so
damage.
no, okay.
No plus 2, no. Sorry, that was from his strength bonus. That would make it like a masterwork weapon or a magical weapon, which it's not.
Okay, so that's 1d8 plus my regular 5 plus attack damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys enter the gate?
Yes, I guess in. So,
Okay.
and before we do, I guess in Adriel looked the part. She uses her makeup and uses disguise. She will dress and disguise herself as a court jester as we go into the actual area.
No problem, you can do that. Why don't you roll? See how well you do.
Okay.
Might as well. I mean, it's a skill, so.
Yeah, it is my skill. Would that be deceive, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just say,
deceive.
yeah, okay. Roll deceive. Yeah.
Deceive. All right. Okay, I get to have advantage on it. Okay, so I get a.
You look like a sexy court jester, or however you want to describe yourself. You're spot on.
Yeah. So whenever anyone sees me,
So you look like Harley Quinn, basically. Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's what going.
Very good. Okay. So we will stop here, and as you enter this area, you enter the area, the gate, and as you see, it's like a gate in nothingness. You're surrounded by this huge desolate valley, this huge desolate plain, and in the end, in a not too far distance, you can see the circus, and with big lights and sounds and music, and there's a big like dark sky, and yeah, and the gate is just in the middle of nowhere. It's like a dimensional portal. So, okay. Yep, we'll just stop here and we'll pick it up next time. I hope you guys liked the game.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was fun. I just I see this circus and it makes me out of character. Think of the horror show, freak show.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to entertaining the crowds and doing some juggling acts and doing some bardic stuff as we enter this tent. This is like the ultimate. This is like the ultimate thrill ride for me.
Nice. I like it. Cool. Okay, I'll stop the. Any final words? Anything you want to plug? Go ahead. Any final words? We'll start with Andy.
Thank you very much for the game. It was good fun. What could possibly go wrong with circus in the underworld guarded by a mischievous dwarf? I wonder. It's going to be clowns that breathe fire, isn't it? There's going to be clowns involved. They'll be evil. You can see it. It's like it that way.
I like it. Okay, Charles.
Aaron, through this battle, starts to wonder within his mind about a couple of his party members, and he's wondering what he tagged himself into, and if he falls asleep, if they might push him off the edge of the cliff. So he intends to stay awake as much as possible. As far as that, but no, very fun game. It's allowing some nice role play, enjoying the company of our company.
Nice. And David.
It has been a privilege to roleplay with the party yet again. I'm looking forward to this circus. Looking forward to doing some performance, and looking forward to making a show of myself and being a true bard of my nature and getting all the people to love me yet again. So I'm definitely enjoying this. Definitely going to enjoy the circus trip as we progress in this fun house. Yay!
And Juve. It's actually more of a carnival, not just a circus. So it's like a carnival, and all
So
this. Just
for me, I'm going to plug Gamer Beats podcast. I've enjoyed it immensely, and everyone should listen to it. And that is my plug.
Oh man, thanks. That's really nice of you. And Vicky, last but certainly not least.
Yeah, I really enjoyed tonight. Can't wait for the next one. Sora's a bit unsure about the circus. She only knows how to juggle some knives and how to stick things with the pointy end. So, yeah, it should be good.
Oh, you should be my lovely little assistants.
Okay, that's the final word. And thank you for watching. We have one viewer, cool. So thank you for all the viewers and the future too.
Yes.
And don't forget to dish out XP before you go.
Oh yeah. I'll do this quick. I will do it off air. So thank you guys, and for Death Monk of Doom, Phobes.